Hey, what's going on? My name is Chris Gray, and I will get straight to it. I co-own a marketing and consulting agency that's helped a lot of plumbers make a lot of money. I show you these videos because I've met a lot of plumbers who get screwed over by marketing companies. I don't want that to happen to you, so I hope this information helps you in whichever way it can. So here's the thing. We're going to talk about how to get your company in the map pack. The map pack is what you see down here. This is where about 5 to 10% of your calls will come from, which is like the second most as far as percentage of calls. I didn't really explain that clearly. I'll do a better job here in a second. What I mean by that is that if 100 people search for plumber near me and your ad comes up or your company comes up here, out of that hundreds, when your company comes up, 5 to 10 of them will click on this. And so to give you an idea of how this all works, so people would search plumber near me in your area, Google guaranteed they get anywhere from like 10 to 15%. So for every 100, 10 to 15 people are going to click right here. So if you are one of the top 3 companies in your area for Google guaranteed, chances are you're going to see a fair amount of calls come from here. Google guaranteed becomes a big lead source for you. If you're not in the top 3, you're not going to use much. It becomes a bit more scarce. But this is where all the plumbing company calls are coming from now, which I think was Google's master plan, and it's working. Down here is right here, or sponsor. This is actually PPC, pay per click. This will get you the least amount. Now, if you're starting off, you're a brand new plumbing company, you're going to need to run PPC, pay per click. And about 2 to 3% of your calls will come from here, or out of every 100, 2 to 3 people will actually call from here when your ad comes up. Then, like the purpose of this video is 5 to 10% here, like I was talking about. And then the next is 2 to 5% will come down here, and the natural organic stuff, click on one of these and call you. The main thing for most plumbing businesses is the map pack. And in this, we're going to talk about how to get yourself there. So the very first thing you need to do is set up a Google business profile. If you don't have one, you need to get one. I'd like to think though, most people watching this have a Google business profile, but in order to get here in the map pack, you need to have a Google business profile set up. It needs to be optimized. That's a whole other video on what you need to do to better optimize that so that you can rank and get here in the top 3, which is what we call the map pack. But first things first, you got to set one up, and then you got to optimize it, which again is another video. We set that up, optimize it, and that's how you get it up here. And you will get a lot of calls if you are in these top 3. Here's the other way. You use pay per click. So it's kind of confusing, right? Because this is a pay per click account, one of our clients. And it's kind of confusing because if you go here, like I said, pay per click is right here. And it was like 2 to 3% of people calling from this area. And so you're asking me, well, what the heck does pay per click have to do with this? Because it's the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to percentage of calls. And this whole video is about the map pack. Well, you can use pay per click to get here in the map pack. It's not showing you right now, but because everybody's closed, but during hours, I promise you, I'd show one, you would see somebody come up here. They'd be at the very top here where you see my little cursor. It'd be at the very top and it would say sponsored. Instead of 3, there would be 4. So you can use pay per click to put your ads in the map pack. It's a little hack. And one of the ways you do it, I'm not going to go into the frame details because what I'm about to show you, it's not 100% that. It's just, it'll have your ad eligible to come up here, but it's better than nothing, and your chances of getting sponsored in the map pack or having your ad in the map pack increase significantly. One way is let's go to the campaign. There's 2 different campaigns you have to run. So let's go here, new campaign. The first one you would have to run or try would be something called, it's taking a while to load. It's called a smart campaign. It's so that when you read the little fine print here, it says reach customers with a one-stop solution built for small businesses. This is really good for people who've never really ran PPC, pay per click. It's really good for you. It's really easy. You can YouTube how to set this up. I can make a YouTube on how to set up a smart campaign, or I think I already have actually. Yeah, I have. There's been so many videos right now. Anyways, you do a smart campaign and it's going to post your ad everywhere. One of the places it will post it will be in the map pack. And then the one that I like the most is you come here to, where is it at? I want to do a performance max Well, Performance Max is the way to do it, but let me backtrack here. You go up here and you give them, you say, hey, local store visits and promotions. That's the one you want. You want to have like, you're letting Google know that, hey, this is like a local account, local ad. I want to advertise in the map pack is what you're telling it. And what it will do is it will force you to do a Performance Max campaign. This one is a bit more tricky. I haven't done a video on this. This is a bit more advanced. So if you're if you have some tech skills, it's good for you, or you can just ask your marketing company to do it for you. But when you set up a Performance Max campaign, that campaign will give you an opportunity to be right here in the map pack. And the reason why it does that is because you're telling it, hey, I want to advertise at a local store or get visits and promotions. So you're telling them, hey, man, I'm local. I want to advertise my actual business. So what are they going to do? You have your chances of dropping here in the map pack increase dramatically. Now, this is not the only spot that your ads will go when you do Performance Max. Performance Max, much like your smart campaign, they're going to advertise you here. They're going to advertise you on YouTube. They're going to advertise you on Gmail. All of Google's advertising platforms it can do, it'll put you there, but it's cheap. And the most important is it's going to put you right here. You can try to get here via search, but a search campaign. So a search campaign is, let's say, hey, I just want go here and they would just do a normal search campaign. That can happen, but I'm seeing it work a little better with smart campaigns and the Performance Max campaign. And by the way, none of this is 100% guaranteed. I'm still getting data on it from my early data says Performance Max seems to be working the best, but that can change tomorrow, man. Google's always changing. But point being is, regardless, those are 3 ways to get yourself in the map pack. Map pack's important because that's going to be where the second greatest amount of people will be likely to call you from. If you like this video, please be sure to like it. If you want more like this or you want to see more stuff like this, please subscribe. And I will catch you on the next video. See you. Bye.